Now available for pre-order on Kindle. Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Learn how to avoid predatory females in their virtual con games with Stop Simping in Cyberspace. Pre-order your copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace on Kindle today. I had to take down my video regarding the late Angela Tremonte and the tragic events that led to her passing away as a result of going out hiking in Arizona. Now, in my previous video, I had stated that this was a possible tragic case of swirling gone wrong because I believe your Angela Tremonte was a black woman based on the pictures presented of her in mainstream media. Now, the pictures of Angela Tremonte in mainstream media showed her with extremely dark skin, and I thought that this was a black woman based on those photos. Unfortunately, it turns out that your Angela Tremonte was just a dark-skinned, melanated white woman, like many Italians are, and many don't want to acknowledge. Now, the core of my argument as related to Angela Tremonte's tragic series of events still stands with merit, because in that video I talked about why it wasn't smart for your Angela Tremonte to go out here and fly halfway across the country to Arizona from Massachusetts to meet up with this white police officer and go out on a date with him. Because as the writer of a book, Stop Simping in Cyberspace, I have heard so many horror stories about people going out here and meeting other people online and things ending up in a very tragic fashion. And when I took a critical examination of Angela Tremonte's actions, it showed me that she was caught up in her emotions about this man and was not really thinking critically about things. She was so caught up in her emotions about meeting this man that she did not think about her safety and she did not think about her health. All she was thinking about was meeting this guy she met on Instagram and having a date with him, but did not take any sort of precautions as related to her health and her safety, because as someone who was going to be flying all the way from Boston to Arizona, she should have thought about how she was going to be able to go out here and deal with the climate change, because in Arizona it is extremely hot during the summer, and the temperatures in that desert area can get up into the hundreds of degrees. So a person out there would have to be able to know how it is out there in order to survive out there, and they would need to have a plan to prepare to survive in that type of thing, like going out hiking. And Angela Tremonte clearly did not have any sort of knowledge of the climate change going on over there, and that's why I believe she wound up getting heat stroke and winding up passing away. Now, as I see it, the big problem as related to Angela's passing really had to do with this, what I believe to be beta male police officer who did not go out here and do his duties as a man. Now, when a man is out here courting a woman, he is supposed to be showing her an example of his manhood. And as I see it, if this man wanted to meet this woman, then he should have been the one to get on a plane and fly halfway across the country, because that would show how much of a leader he was and how much of a man of character he was going to be, because it is the man's job to go out here and meet the woman and show her how he is going to go out here and take care of her. Moreover, it's a man's job to go out here and protect a woman, and this man did not make any efforts to protect this woman. Now, as this man and this woman were going hiking, your Angela wound up getting tired and wound up getting sick as related to heat issues, and this man just went on hiking further up the hill and then told her to go down the trail. Now, that's not what a man does when he's out here with a woman he cares about. No, a man who truly cares about a woman when he's out here, what he does is he goes to protect that woman, knowing that she is ill, and what he does is instead of him going up that hill, no, he goes back down that hill to ensure that that woman is safe, to make sure that woman is cared for, and to make sure that that woman is protected until he can get her medical help. That is what a man of character does, but this man clearly did not have the character of a man, because instead of going to protect your Angela Tremonti, he abandoned her in Arizona on that mountain and left her to go out here and try to find out things on her own. And that is extremely egregious from the point of a man's character, and it really defines this man's character for him to leave this woman who flew all the way from Massachusetts to Arizona to meet him. And that really shows that this man really did not have good character as a man. And that's the case with many of the people you meet through online dating. The real reason why they are online is because many of these people cannot go out here and meet people in their own communities. And the reason why they can't meet people in their own communities is because many of these people cannot really, they show such bad character that most people don't want to have anything to do with him. And this was, again, quite troubling because we found out that this same police officer was reprimanded for lying, and that's a textbook example of the kind of character that this man had. Now, your Angela Tremonti, she probably bought into all of the hype that this man did on Instagram and social media, and he was showing one side of him to herself, but she found out a different side when they got on that mountain. And I probably believe that he was upset at her, probably because he thought he was going to be able to have sex with this woman, and when she probably declined to his advances as related to sex early on, this is probably one of the reasons why this man abandoned her on that mountain, because I just don't believe that it was just about her being tired. I also believe that this man did this because he probably thought he could not score any sort of sexual relationship out of this woman after spending so much time on social media talking to her. He probably thought that he was going to get laid, but then he could not get laid, so he decided to abandon her on that mountain. And again, that speaks volumes to this man's character, because any man of character, even if he has a disagreement with a woman, he is going to again look out for her safety, because he understands that this is another human being and is somebody who understands the concept of do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You would go out here and ensure that this woman was able to get back to civilization, because then she would be safe and she would be all right. And that's what a man of character would do. But this man, I guess, was angry because he could not get any draws, and because he could not get any draws, he then decided to further go up that mountain and leave this woman to die. And that's probably what he probably did. I mean, there was technically no sort of foul play as related to this whole situation, but this passive-aggressive gesture was what led to the passing of Angela Tremonti. And what's really sad is that this is all another, again, tragic case of online dating. And this is one of the things I talk about in depth in my upcoming book, Stop Simping in Cyberspace, because many of these cyber simps, when they can't get their way, that's when they really start to show their true character, and that's when a woman or a man can wind up being the victim of something tragic happening to them. And that's why most people who are smart avoid online dating or hooking up with people they meet on Instagram or other social media, because usually if this person cannot go out here and make connections in the real world with real people, then there's clearly something wrong with them, because most people, they have no problem going out here and meeting regular people in their neighborhood, in their community, or even around their workplace. You can't do it in the workplace now due to Me Too and sexual harassment, but most people have no problem meeting people and talking to people and just going out here. And if he's got to go online in order to get attention, then again, that clearly shows there's something wrong with him, and that there's numerous character issues that are being hidden as related to this man. Now, I'm hoping that this will help people understand why online dating is dangerous and meeting people online can be dangerous, because oftentimes you don't know who that person is, because a lot of times when people are online, they put on personas, and those personas can trick you into believing somebody is something that they're not. And it's only in a situation where this person has to deal with a conflict or things not going their way that you see their true character. And in this case, I saw the true character as related to this cyber simp, and I also saw how your Angela Tremonti was too caught up in her emotions to see the danger she was in, because this woman could have saved her life had she had somebody sit down and talk to her and tell her that a woman does not go out all halfway across the country to meet a man. No, a man, when he really truly cares about a woman, he's going to go to meet her, and he's going to want to go meet her people, and he's going to go and get vetted by those people, because he wants to go out here and show what type of man he is. That's what a man of character does. If he truly cares about a woman, he's going to go the extra mile, and he will go out here and take those extra steps to go that extra mile to meet a woman he truly cares about. And in this case, it looked like this guy just wanted to get an easy lay, and when he couldn't get the easy lay, he passively, aggressively tried to make Angela Tremonti pay, and sadly, this woman lost her life as a result of going out here and trusting the wrong man. And that's what there's a lot of online predators, and you have to keep your head on a swivel in order to avoid dealing with those types of online predators. Now, if you want to learn more about cyber simps and predators online, you can pick up my book, Stop Simping in Cyberspace, when it comes out this October in paperback, or you can pre-order a copy of Stop Simping in Cyberspace on Kindle right now by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to pick up some of my other men's issues books that show you the dysfunction of males like this, you can pick up books like The Man Crisis, Stop Simping, and Stop Simping in the Workplace, Manginas, The Misadventures of Captain Save-'em on Amazon.com in Kindle and paperback formats. You can also find these men's issues books on Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Google Play. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. The goddess next door takes on the threat of a deadly digital diva driven to destroy the world in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess, featuring a bonus pin-up and the other two books in the Cyber Goddess saga at online bookstores.